Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nick Kyogre Kawhi and we are here for another VGC battle video. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. I've not been super consistent with this content. I don't always feel like sitting down and recording these, but I want to do it more. So I thought this would be a fun team to showcase because it's really relevant right now. If you don't know, spoiler alert, if you don't know the results of the Player Cup 2, I will be spoiling that right now in this video. So 5, 4, 3. If you don't want spoilers for Players Cup 2 results, click away. Okay, I've given the spoiler warning, so plenty of time. But my man, one of my favorite content creators on YouTube, probably up there, my top 5 creators to watch on YouTube is Wolfey Glick. But my man Wolfey just recently won the Players Cup 2 tournament. He won the whole thing. He went down to the losers bracket and came back and won. And this was the team he was using. So I thought it would be cool to showcase the team and I try to use it myself, see if I can get any wins with it on the ladder. One thing is that there's no surprise factor because I'm playing with a team that everybody or a lot of people might know now because it's super popular. Let's talk about it a little bit. This team features Dragapult and Colossal, our two main, well, mainly Colossal is like the main Dynamax sweeper, but you can also Dynamax Rillaboom or Moltres, or potentially even the Urshifu if you really wanted to. In a position where it made sense. But the main Dynamax threats are definitely the Colossal and the Moltres. And you enable the Colossal. It's not a new Pokemon, but it just works, and it works well when paired with the Surf from Dragapult or the Aqua Jet from Urshifu. To be able to activate that weakness policy and steam engine in one turn, you get Colossal super fast and super powerful. You can get that much damage output plus the additional passive damage that you do get from Gmax Vocalist from using, again, Colossal's Gmax move. You can really rack up a lot of damage and sweep through teams, but anything that beats Colossal, you have Moltres and Rillaboom and Urshifu to help deal with, and then really good support with double Fake Out from Rillaboom and Incineroar, plus the U-turn and knockoff, parting shot, really good momentum, ways to keep your momentum, ways to disrupt your opponent with Fake Out, ways to stop Trick Room with like Taunt, way to lower your opponent's attack stats with the Incineroar having Parting Shot. So I think this is a really cool team. Please go check out Wolfey's channel, linked in the description below. He does awesome VGC content if you don't already know who he is. But again, wanted to feature the team he used for the Players Cup 2, do a couple battles, so we're going to jump right into it. Please leave a like on this video and be subscribed if you like my VGC content or any of my other content and you're just being awesome and checking out this video. I appreciate you. Without further ado, we're going to jump right into today's first battle. All right, so as you can see here, everything is reset, and I haven't actually, this new season has been going on all of December. I have not played a single VGC match this month. I was Master Ball in November, and then it resets every month, so we got knocked back down to Great Ball, and we only have half a month to try to get back to Master Ball, so gonna have to do a lot of VGC battles here if I want to make it back to Master Ball. But this is an interesting team here that features Comfey, which is definitely interesting. Comfey, Tornadus, the Moltres and Articuno. So Intimidate is going to be dangerous against that Articuno because it does get Defiant, or competitive, I should say. And then there's the Regieleki. That Glastrier is very tricky to deal with. But what is looking really good here is Colossal. So I might just lead the Dragapult plus the Colossal to see what because that really does a lot of damage against a lot of things. And then maybe we bring Urshifu in the back with, who else would be good to have in the back? Like maybe if I take too much damage on Colossal, Moltres really doesn't have a great matchup here. I'm gonna put the Incineroar in the back, just for like Fake Out, and if the Articuno does show up, I really just have to make sure I get rid of Articuno and not intimidate it, because that could prove to be really scary with that competitive ability boosting its special attack if any of its other stats get dropped. And with Intimidate, you have no way to not, if you switch in Incineroar, it's gonna intimidate what's ever there. It can be very easy to give the boosts. Okay. Okay, so this actually, I mean, this is pretty solid from me. I mean, what if that could be taunt from Tornadus? So I could just light screen this turn. No, I feel like, all right, who could switch in? Nothing really wants to switch into the Rockfall. But maybe I give it the boost. That would be pretty bad. But let's just try it. Let's just go for it turn one. This is the most predictable play that I can make. But we're in the relatively low tiers, and so I'm Dynamaxing, they are not, and I know that because before the Steam Engine speed boost, Colossal is slower than Moltres. So if they were Dynamaxing Moltres, the Dynamax animation for Moltres would actually happen first. So that's an interesting mechanic that is good to know if you're trying to learn VGC when trying to assess the speed stats. So it's just going to be Tailwind. I mean, and no Protect or anything. Like, this Moltres is just going to get one shot. Okay, Fiery Wrath has a chance to flinch. Okay. Alright, this should still KO the Moltres, but I don't get my Weakness Policy and I don't get my Steam Engine. So that's kind of scary, but we get the Volcalith on the field, which is going to continually do passive damage to my opponent's entire team. Potentially, they could be trying to stall out my Dynamax and then sweep with Glastrier in the end, which I could definitely see that happening, and it is pretty scary, honestly. So now that the Tailwind's up, they have Articuno, and they probably outspeed my Dragapult now under Tailwind. So if I expect like a Shadow Ball or something coming out, definitely don't want to go into you. I don't really want to lose my Focus Sash. I'm going to try the Surf play again. This time I'm actually going to... Who should I target? We're gonna try to eliminate the Tornadus off the field, I think. I'm not sure. The switch from Articuno does happen into the Glastrier. Wow, if I would have just Vocalith there, I wonder how much damage that would have done. Hurricane comes out, does connect, so happy I didn't make any switches there. Vocalith comes out. This is going to eliminate you, so I can still get my Weakness Policy boost from Aqua Jet. So that's pretty good. This thing is taking the Vocalith damage a lot. Articuno comes out. Urshifu comes out. I don't want to intimidate the Articuno, so I'm honestly just going to Aqua Jet Colossal and go for a Vocalith onto Articuno, because I want to get that out of the way so I can freely intimidate the Glastrier with Incineroar in the back without having to worry about giving the Galarian Articuno the Defiance boost. Who are they out? I don't know who they're going to Dynamax here. I think either way, I'm in a pretty good position. It's definitely, this game is definitely not over. And the Articuno Dynamaxing is really good for me. It just depends on if I outspeed, because they are under Tailwind, but I will be with the Steam Engine, which is +6 speed. That's a really smart play, honestly. Because now, Glastrier, yeah, that was actually a really smart max guard, and I should have thought about that more, because Glastrier can pretty freely go for like a high horsepower into Colossal and finish me off. Oh, they go for Body Press. Okay. But I lose my Dynamax, which is kind of a problem. My Focus Sash is now broken, though. Okay. So they have one turn of Tailwind left. Do I just double protect this turn? I think I just double protect this turn. And then Heat Wave Close Combat next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna detect and protect this turn. I don't want to take any damage. Alright, so Colossal's obviously faster than Urshifu. I'm stalling out the Tailwind here is the game plan. Because I think actually Heat Wave plus Surging Strikes. Well, actually, it depends. Okay, do I live this? Okay, I live because of the Protect. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Glacier is not going to do any damage this turn. High Horsepower. Tried to go into the Colossal. So I am going to get more chip damage by the Vocalith. Yeah, I think really, yeah, their Tailwind goes away. So who's naturally faster? I need to look at. Don't have a lot of time though. Team Builder. I just need to look at Articuno, Galar versus Urshifu. Urshifu is slightly faster, 97 versus 95. So a Surging Strikes plus a Heat Wave, I'm really hoping pulls it off, because that's honestly, otherwise, Articuno can probably hurt. Okay, well that KOs the Glacier, so that's good. Depends on whether or not Surging Strikes KOs, but it's fine, because either way, I'll get another attack off, and basically, Articuno can only KO one of my Pokemon here, and then I'll have the other one still left over, plus the Incineroar in the back. But I don't want to have to rely on Incineroar, because when I switch in Incineroar, again, I will be giving it the competitive boost. So they just go to finish off the Colossal, but that's fine, because I think that's the end of their Dynamax here. So I could even just fake out here. Like, I could fake out and Surging Strikes, and that should win me the game. Intimidate comes out, which is bad because that does give the competitive boost. But managing, I realized as soon as that Max Guard play where they were in Tailwind and well, I think that was actually their biggest misplay is when they Max Guarded. If they would have High Horsepower the Colossal to KO the Colossal, I think that's the play they needed to make instead of just the Body Press, which I assume they were just trying to break the Focus Sash on Urshifu. So I think that was definitely the better play they could make. As far as a better play I could make, maybe predicting the Max Guard is kind of hard, because when you're sitting a Glacier next to an Articuno, it's hard to tell exactly which one of them is going to Dynamax, because typically Glacier is a very Dynamax like heavy Pokemon, or Pokemon that really likes to Dynamax. So either way, we got the victory, and I was in a pretty comfortable position for the most part, but that Max Guard play was really smart on their part. But I don't think they capitalized as much as they could have on that play. Like I said, if they would have gone for the High Horsepower into Colossal, would have made a big difference. So we gain a couple points. Let's try to gain a few more points. Let's try to get another dub here. We found another trainer against Jay, rank 9. Let's see what Jay's bringing. Is an Ice Team. Trick Room, Rhyperior. Interesting. Machamp. You do not see Machamp very often. I haven't seen Machamp at all since like early Sword and Shield, before any of the DLCs. There's also Aurora Veil, also Toxapex. Again, Pokemon I don't see very often. So the Trick Room being pretty likely, I kind of want to lead the Incineroar. And then who goes well with the Incineroar? Like Urshifu, maybe to just close combat it. Yeah, because like, yeah, I actually am gonna lead Incineroar Urshifu. And in the back, do I want Dragapult Colossal in the back against... I think I actually want Assault Vest Rillaboom. No, that doesn't feel very good. I get walled pretty heavily by Toxapex. I'm actually going to go Rillaboom and Moltres. This might be kind of bad. But actually, Rillaboom, the Grassy Glide pressure into the Rhyperior is really good because that's priority, and that doesn't matter if Trick Room goes up because Grassy Glide always goes first. And the Moltres deals better with the Toxapex than Colossal does, because I realized if I went Dragon Bolt Colossal, I'd have nothing really to do very well against the Toxapex. So they're going Porygon Toxapex. I'm okay with this. It's not choice banned, so I don't think I KO the Porygon. I can, but I can also just fake out close combat. Fake out. Let's see how much that does, because I can always taunt it the next turn if it survives. But I'm curious if the fake out... Oh, I got a crit fake out. Maybe the crit mattered. But either way, it's going to flinch. Oh, wow. It actually does live. So that's good to know that close combat from this Urshifu is not a guaranteed OHKO, even after a crit. Interesting. Toxic. Okay, not a very typical VGC strategy, so definitely interesting when you see Toxic come out. Porygon 2 flinches. I'm honestly just going to taunt the Toxapex here. And... my defenses are lower. What would switch into a close combat? Nothing really. Machamp maybe? I'm just going to go for Surging Strikes into Porygon. And taunt. Baneful Bunker. Okay. Well, happy I didn't go for an attack there onto the Toxapex. Taunt? Does Taunt go through that? Not sure. But we eliminate the Porygon. They don't get Trick Room up. Okay. Porygon goes down. Protects itself. Toxic damage is going to rack up a little bit, but it's kind of slow. And again, you need a game to last longer to Toxic Stall somebody, and that's not something you can really effectively do very often in VGC, because it's two Pokemon are out on the field at the same time, and I can recycle the Intimidates here. I need to preserve Rillaboom. I still have my Focus Sash intact too. Toxapex is pretty annoying, honestly. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Don't want to just get hit by a Max Knuckle for nothing. Because that probably KOs me, honestly. And I don't want to give... I want to keep that. So I'm actually gonna go out into Moltres there. Oh, and click Surging Strikes, which I didn't really... That was pretty much what I wanted to do, but I was running out of time, so I'm pretty sure I got that play in. Moltres the Furious comes in. Oh, I actually go for Detect. Okay. That's fine. Oh, and the Dynamic Punch went there. Okay, so it's Dynamic Punch. Scald comes out. The Burn comes out. That really doesn't affect me too much. So I threaten with a Max Airstream. Definitely could switch out there. I feel like it's a pretty free Nasty Plot here. And then Surging Strikes into the Machamp. I'm going to go for that. Double stay in. How much damage is it going to do to a non-Dynamax Machamp? Not enough for the KO. So definitely could be risky me not Dynamaxing there, the Machamp. Gonna be a Nasty Plot, so I'm faster. Both my Pokemon are faster than both my opponent's Pokemon. That's good to know. Dynamic Punch just comes out again. We would have lived anyway with the Focus Sash. The Confusion comes out. That really doesn't scare me that much. Toxic comes out. Honestly, if I go down, that's a free switch in. But I don't think I will. So pretty safe to just, I think, go for Surging Strikes plus Airstream is pretty safe now that I'm boosted. So I'm actually just going to go for... Darkness would lower the special defense, and I'm already faster. And nothing in the back is very fast. Besides Ninetales. So, actually, Ninetales is faster than Moltres Galar. So, nope. We want to Dynamax and Airstream the Toxapex and Surging Strikes the Machamp. And this might be a double KO, but if they protect Toxapex, then it's just a KO, and then I'll be faster the next turn. So overall, this has been a good game for us. Again, the Toxic strategy from that Toxapex. Toxapex and Machamp aren't really that great a Pokemon that you don't see being used very often in VGC, and this kind of highlights some of the reason why, because Toxapex's main strategies really don't allow it to do very much in double battles. And Machamp just doesn't have that much going for it in double battles as well. Like, it's kind of slow, it's got good offense, but you really have to pair it with some kind of speed control, or else this just happens. I was able to dodge every single hit. You can't protect in front of an Urshifu either. I'm pretty sure they just try to protect. And so, again, when you're playing, I'm playing in the lower ladder here right now, trying to level up, rank up. So not everybody knows the mechanics still at this point. So definitely no judgment, because it's always a learning experience for sure. So hopefully they learned from this battle against me a few things that they can hopefully take into their future battles and learn with. But now we have our Dynamax Moltres here. Urshifu does go down to the Toxic, so it's not for nothing. The Toxic damage does start to rack up, and I think another one of my Pokemon is still Toxic, Incineroar, so but we're going to go out into it because I want to see who the last Pokemon is. Incineroar comes out, so I'm imagining it's either Ninetales or... Oh, it's actually just Darmanitan. So the Intimidate here is very good. I imagine they haven't Dynamaxed yet, so unless they don't plan on Dynamaxing, this will work. And then I'm just going to Flare Blitz. Just go for the double up here, as much damage as possible. I imagine they need to Dynamax here. And it's a 3v1. I don't think Darmanitan can pull off a 3v1 versus my Pokemon, because I feel like I'm going to get both of my attacks off before Darmanitan is going to be able to move. So I don't think Darmanitan can take the +2 max Airstream into a Flare Blitz as well. It is also intimidated at -1. But if it, even if it could, it's not going to live the next combination of attacks. So max Airstream at +2. Oh, that's just straight up OHKOs. Okay. See, like, Moltres is so strong. It's really, really powerful. So you can kind of see why Wolfey, I imagine one of the reasons he decided to use Moltres is just for its sheer damage output, being able to boost its own speed with max Airstream, and having Nasty Plot where you can boost up your special attack by 2 stages in 1 turn, if you're in a comfortable position to do so, is really powerful. He even tweeted out after winning, like, Moltres, his tweet said just Moltres is so strong. And this, again, kind of highlights some of the proof of the pudding, I guess, is the only way I can think of describing it. This highlights and shows that he's not kidding when he says Moltres is strong. It is legit very, very strong. So now here, gosh, we have some interesting teams down here in the lower ladders. This is Thundurus, and you also never seen Kabutops, but that is Swift Swim, Kabutops. This team definitely features Rain, because you often see Scizor paired with Rain teams because it weakens Fire-type attacks. Stakataka, Dragonite, that Meowstic with Thunder Wave could definitely be very annoying because it has the Prankster ability. So it could also be carrying the Rain Dance, I think. Meowstic, male, does get Prankster Rain Dance. So let's think about that. The Prankster Rain Dance, Swift Swim, but we can pressure with the Rillaboom Grassy Glide, and then I think the Rillaboom Incineroar is a really good lead here. Doesn't stop the Dragonite. The Dragonite lead is definitely very scary. So, and with the Stack Attacka, I think I'm going to do Colossal Urshifu in the back because I want to be able to enable the Colossal, but I also want Urshifu to be able to really threaten the Stack Attacka with like a close combat. So I don't think Dragapult needs to come here because, again, it's nice having multiple ways to enable the Colossal, such as, again, the Surf from the Dragapult and the Aqua Jet from the Urshifu. Really, really cool. Definitely allows for flexibility, which is definitely something that's very helpful on a VGC team, or any Pokemon team, is having flexibility. Not being locked into only doing the same thing every time becomes too predictable. So it's actually Meowstic and Thundurus. What does Thundurus do? It's Thundurus Therian form, so it has Volt Absorb. Could, like, Airstream me. Thundurus actually does have a pretty good matchup here. So I have double Fake Out. So I want to go into Colossal. I really want to get rid of that Meowstic. So I'm actually going to go for the Fake Out plus the Grassy Glide because I want to take it out. I think Fake Out has higher priority than Prankster. Oh, they actually Fake Out. Okay, so that's kind of fine. Depends on how much this does. That really does not do very much at all. That's a bulky Meowstic. Okay. It's a Eject button. Okay, well, I get it off the field, but I gave them a free switch in. And they also have a free turn to do whatever they want here with this Thundurus. Could be Nasty Plot, not Dynamax, obviously, or else the Dynamax animation would already have come out. This is scary. This is definitely very scary. Sludge Bomb. So the Assault Vest Rillaboom going to come into play here. Okay. So we're going to make a play into Colossal. And Parting Shot into Dragonite. Rillaboom really doesn't have a great matchup here against the 3 Pokemon so far. So we're going to kind of let it... Maybe I should have done a U-turn and let it take some damage. I think what I should have done that turn is U-turn and Parting Shot because it would have been better to take damage on Rillaboom, I think, to make the hard swap and take damage on the Colossal, which I plan to Dynamax. So definitely huge. The fact that also that Meowstic is still alive and could very well have Thunder Wave is very scary to me. So I mean, taking a double up here might not be very smart. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I like this play, but we'll see how it turns out for me. This is Dynamax Dragonite. I'm hoping to see an Airstream. Okay. I feel like the switch out was kind of obvious on Rillaboom, so maybe. So Sludge Bomb does come out into the Incineroar. Okay. Airstream comes out into the Colossal. Wow, that still did really, really big damage. And now they're at +1. Oh, that was a crit. I was going to say that should not have done that much damage. Okay. They're getting a little speedy. So we Parting Shot and lower the attacks. Into Urshifu. Okay, we get a little bit of HP back from Grassy Terrain. Alright, do I think Dragonite's going to protect here, or... I don't think so. I'm going to go for the Vocalith on the Dragonite and go for the Aqua Jet onto Colossal, because I feel like if I don't, I'm going to lose. feel like they're not going to want to switch out their Dynamax Pokemon. They could like do a Max Guard and switch out. And a really smart play of theirs would be Max Guard and then switch out into the Meowstic, so they could then Thunder Wave me the next turn. So maybe I should have actually punished that switch, because they are thinking about it pretty heavily here. They definitely seem to be playing well. Okay, it's actually Kabutops. So I'm happy I didn't go for the Rock Ball into there. I'm just hoping for no Max Guard on the Dragonite. If there's no Max Guard... Oh, wait. It's got multi-scale, so even with the weakness policy boost, I don't think it's going to be enough to KO it. And I'm going to be at super, super low health because of the Aqua Jet that I have to take from myself. Did I crit myself? Well, I critical hit myself and almost KO myself. That's super, super bad. And most likely, because I didn't get any chip damage on Dragapult, it's going to live this because I kind of forgot about multi-scale. Yeah, so that would have KO'd without the multi-scale, I believe. Oh, I gave it the weakness policy. If they Airstream into... Okay, that's good because I have the Focus Sash. That is good. That is definitely good that I have that. Is Dragonite faster than Colossal at +2? So I think I think the play is to... we have 2 turns of grassy terrain left. We still have our Incineroar and Rillaboom in the back. Incineroar is not the switch in here, so I think the play is gonna be... I'm gonna go for the Volcalith and the Detect. I think is what I'm gonna try to do. I want to kind of stall out the term. Okay. Swap out from Kabutops is really okay with me. Meowstic comes out. So, like, this could be the... Okay, this could be the Max Guard. I feel like the Max Guard would go first. Nope, okay, so they're letting that thing go down. It's pretty okay with me. So Kabutops in the back. Rillaboom can easily beat. No speed boost on anything. Definitely taking a lot of damage from that. So who are they? Who is their third? Because they have Kabutops, Dragonite, Meowstic. Who is their Stakataka? Maybe. Really good if it's Stakataka. Like, Colossal is just so strong, too. Like, this is a really, really good team. And you can see why it won a big tournament like the Players' Cup, too. Like, I am not, like, a top-tier VGC player compared to the people in those tournaments, but it definitely... Does this thing get Aqua Jet? Okay. We don't know who the... Oh, it's the Thunderous. Okay. I'm actually going to Max Guard here and close combat. No. Yeah, I'm going to close combat the Kabutops. Because if that thing is Aqua Jet, that could be kind of scary. So we Max Guard. Oh, it's got Rain Dance. Okay, okay. That's going to make it +2 speed. I still could have probably outsped with Colossal. Flip turn. Flip turn. Okay. No, this worked out very, very well. As long as... Yeah, that KOs the Kabutops. That allows us to... the rain being up is less than ideal. I didn't need to. No, max guarding was the right play there because, I don't know. I don't think I needed to max guard. And the Vocalith is doing plenty of damage for the Meowstic. Now I can Aqua Jet in the rain, which might be enough to pick up the KO. And with the fake out I have in the back, Thundurus isn't going to be able to beat my entire team, I don't think. Thundurus comes out. I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave and the Aqua Jet into the Meowstic. I mean, Aqua Jet in the rain might do a sizable chunk of damage. Not 100% sure, but we'll see. The rain doesn't help the Heat Wave, obviously. That's going to lower the damage that Colossal does. Ally Switch. Okay. Aqua Jet in the rain does a sizable chunk. This, at +2, even in the rain, KOs the Meowstic. Crit on the Meowstic probably mattered there, but I think I was far enough ahead in this match where it didn't matter. Thunder, 100% accurate Thunder. That's cool. That makes sense on the rain team now, actually. But this, I mean, I have Fake Out, plus I have Aqua Jet. Yeah, there's no way my opponent can win this one. And I think the Vocalith rocks just take it out anyway. So there you go. I've been able to highlight the power of both Galarian Moltres and the Colossal there. Definitely having some really good games. I definitely would like to maybe spend some time off camera getting a little bit higher in the ladder and then maybe come back and do another video here higher up in the ladder and see if this team, with me piloting this team, if that still holds up in the higher ladder. So, but yeah, that's going to be all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.